All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 50, play. Pilot, 64, reach. Don't get nervous. Slam, get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Topper. Slam. Whip.
They'll run on first down. Chester, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. On 2nd down, Chester. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch twins. Watch Go, jackrabbit.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready?
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, what? Alert 3. Check.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
No time. Good gun.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
No, check that.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert. Run left. 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, Chester. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. And the Giant gets home as down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Mike 5-9. Hey.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Gotta get my timing together. If I can hold this down, second quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarterback. See, he throws the ball a little late.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Hey, alert. One left. Hang out. Bam. Mark 55. I'm scared.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I got you. Just go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon.
Come on, Joe.
And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Come on, Joe.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. Chester. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Play like me,
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
My niggas play like me, man. You better start trying to score something, man.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back.
My timing
able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little, little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Listen. Hey, 4 down. Kill. Good, 4 down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What? 315. I got it. Watch tight end. Go. 40. Jack. Hold. Where's 52? Watch. Gun. 52 is the mic. Get in the weight room. Watch ball. 51.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
I gotta check this throwing motion. It's crazy. So slow.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, Chester, and he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross taking it in. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go, here we go. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Bengal.
Set up. 18 Gator. 54. Hey, I'm coming. Under 10. Look at me. Zip up, shoot.
Now a give, right side. Chester. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll go to Barkley again, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
You just wear me down. I can't go nowhere.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Ankle. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Man? Get out of
Well,
here.
they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bravo.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Smooth.
They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
14, front it.
Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
What? 280. Check like 45. Not here. No. Off.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 0. Exit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
why he
Nowhere
didn't
to
throw the
escape,
ball?
and
Who's
he
standing
goes
there?
down. Jordan Evans, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Check 3. Hurry. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the General West.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Tighten up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
No, go ahead. I'll look at my player.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 15. 13, spill. Hey, high 7. Yes, yes.
2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead, turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
One play for a couple of months and this will happen.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Flare. Kill. Gun.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What? 380. 52 right here. 52. Here we go. Just got 4 down. Hey, 0.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. the try here for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Yeah, good, man. Man, I ain't played like 2 seasons, man. Shit, I gotta get my time in. I gave up on Madden.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
No, I just stopped playing, man. I got tired of it, man. I quit my own league. It's the only thing I didn't quit. Yeah, man, shit. I just said, yeah, like, man, just play, man. Figure out, like, shit. Let me see, all right.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I can see your guy right there still throwing complete. And I don't know how Russell Wilson, that's just the first time I'm playing with him. I don't like his little throw motion. I had to change that. I changed it after this, though, for
sure. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Chester. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, okay. It's in bounds, man.
But he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete.
That's in bounds.
It was a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find a receiver.
He can't avoid no sacks.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
That's crazy.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
I ain't got nothing going, man. That can't be on me.
Take it in for the touchdown. But
get out of here. I'm not doing nothing.
I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
You got the first holding?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 26, check 26.
After the penalty, they go for and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
And he can hold it on the tight end on the opposite side of the field.
What? 280. 52. Let's go, let's go double count right here, double count. Move, team. Shift. Watch twist. Front it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long. It's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the twitch. Alert. Check 55 to Mike.
To throw again. Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
One left. 57, move. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
One left. Left. Let's go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Russell Wilson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Bengals have got it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey.
Now a handoff looking right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And able to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Get wide. Go out. Get it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
45. I'm going to run you over. Check 31. 14. Got it. Front left.
On 1st down, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Then they gonna call some shit at the end of the game. Shit on.
Usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. One last shot for Wilson.
Get out of here with the jump shit, man. Get out of here. I'm holding that. This is the second time that shit happened.
And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals.
No, she said she'll text us if you know, we didn't have to work or nothing. She ain't text. You gotta remember, I'm about to there's only 5 of us there.
You can leave the garage up. I'm gonna come outside. Jaden. Jaden. Jaden.